First tonight, though, we now know more about what happened to a 75-year-old woman who went missing. The last place that anyone saw Versey Spell was at her home in West Baltimore, and that was last October.
And today, police identified her body. WMAR 2 News' Brittney Verner spoke with loved ones about this heartbreaking discovery. Brittney?
Yeah, well, 75-year-old Versey Spell was last seen going into her house. Fast forward 5 months later, and her body was found less than a mile from that home.
I knew her for a long time, and very pleasant.
We've all been kind of upset here at the house.
It's the sentiments from neighbors along Barrington Road who lived right next to Versey Spell.
She seemed like a very nice lady.
It's been upsetting to the whole neighborhood.
Dorsey Ray says she's known Versey to be a pleasant neighbor for years, greeting her as they pass by one another.
Just lovely, and carrying her little bags to and fro. That's what I remember.
Greeting is something Versey used to do professionally. After she retired from the federal government, she worked as a greeter at the Orioles Stadium.
And she'd bring caps and flags and things home for some of the residents who liked baseball.
And Ray, along with others who knew and loved Versey, were heartbroken when they learned that she went missing last October right from their block.
And how she just disappeared. It was like out of thin air. It was a mystery of what happened to her. And we just couldn't believe it.
They spent the next few weeks searching the area for any clues that could explain her disappearance, while family members and police posted flyers
on the walls at the stores. I just couldn't believe it.
And on March 7th, near Liberty Heights Avenue and Garrison Boulevard, just a few blocks from where she went missing, remains were found inside a storage container, and police later identified that body to be Versey May Spell.
Awful, just a couple of blocks down the street. All this time.
Officials from the Orioles sent out a statement, part of which read, quote, "We are saddened to hear the passing of our longtime Orioles usher, Versey Spell. We send heartfelt condolences to her family," unquote. Meanwhile, Ray is hoping this news, although traumatizing, provides some form of closure for the family.
Partial closure, but because they don't know who did it, but they know that she's gone.
It's a heartbreaking story. I can't even imagine how the family's dealing with this. You have a chance to talk to anybody?
I did. I actually went by her sister's home today and spoke briefly with her niece. They didn't want to talk on camera. They're obviously very distraught and still processing all of this, but we're sending condolences to their family. Police, however, have not identified anyone as a suspect in this case, but they are still investigating this homicide.
All right, hopefully somebody who saw something comes forward.
Yeah, I bet you the family's given the police a lot of information
Yeah.
about who it could be. All right.